What up, people? I got a new candle in 8 minutes, so let's go over some of the top. Got LUN to 800% of the average volume. That's pretty nice. So if you do anything, just follow volume. Please join the Discord so we can stop doing this YouTube chat because it's crap. So LUN, you can see on the weekly chart, coming across the 8, it's going for the second week continuation. Look for hesitation into previous lows, which is that 34. Time tested. You can see the pop on the daily into support, time tested. Not a lot of guesswork there. OBV took a pop as well. So easy peasy. CMT looks like my alert went off. So popped over the alert back into support. Not sure. I got 3 wicks pointing up though on the intraday. You can see it coming across the 8 on the weekly. In the daily, took a pop, came back into support, and made a continuation. So nice. EVX. Looks like it's in a nice pinch on the weekly, so look for a nice pop on this. So pop came into support, pop, look for it into support again or a continuation. Very nicely done. TNT, like that pop a few days ago. On a nice J curve, pop came into support, so look for a continuation across that weekly 34. Nice. Stair, step into support, and then the bounce off the 8. I would say looking for previous candle highs, confirmations for support. I'm going to take that TNT for a ride. Could be a nice one after that weekly. The weekly chart. See the resistance coming down and the support coming up, and it popped over, came into, and now it's ready to go again. Watch for that. Looks like it's going to have a nice close as well. Very nicely done. TRX, I hear some rumors that it's going to surpass EOS. EOS. We saw this a few weeks ago as it pop. It's still going. Looks like a previous high break might be in session. Need to erase all this crap. There we go. Nice long-term OBV. Nice long-term chart. Look for resistance. At previous highs. So it's got about 300 more points to go. Steam. We'll watch that one from the bottom as well. Nice previous high break. It's been running up. Ran into resistance, popped over, came in, and then it wanted to continue. So it's coming into a new line of resistance on the top there. But you can see on the weekly, it's got that 34 coming in. So let it pop that 34. After that, we'll watch it retrace. Hopefully it'll pop above the 34 and then retrace back in. That'd be nice. RLC, just another one in the game. Look at the pinch on the weekly. Coming over the 8 on the weekly. The pop on the daily came into support. Watch for the previous high breaks for the continuation. A little flat top break. It's that same move over the 34 into the 34. Watch for the continuation. GTO. Same-o, same-o. Made a pop, came back in. Might be getting some trend changes. It's a nice pop over the 8. These things are just barely getting started, so as soon as the candle changes, we'll watch Bitcoins. We'll go review Bitcoin here. Lots of the same stuff going on. Look at the volume. It's average volume, 30-day average volume, 800%, 600%, 200, 100, 200. So volume every day we watching the volume come in. So the sentiment is changing as well, and that's awesome. I got this ELF still. Let's see how good I closed on this ELF. Still climbing the stairs there. I'm looking for a weekly chart break. I'm looking for a daily chart pop. So I'm just going to stay. I'm going to stay put right where I'm at until it happens. Nothing says I should sell it yet. Trend. Bitcoin came into a double bottom, hit resistance, made another low, spiked it, almost made a perfect hammer, and now we're looking at resistance again. See if it can't pop over that 8. So new candles coming. I'm going to wait a minute here for the backfills. So we got on the intraday, we got the reverse head and shoulders. This is a half-day chart. Made a pop, came all the way back in to that I don't know what you call it, sling back. This is like the support line for that shakeout. I don't think there's a word for it, but that's my line of support. Anything below that, I would be wary. So it shook out plenty of people twice. And so I'm looking for a little pop over the 8 into the 13, maybe a little back and forth action. It hasn't come into oversold yet. It was overbought at one point, got slammed down. So let's see what happens. It's a long-term Williams %R. So then moving on to the daily Bitcoin. Change it over first. Let's take out all these lines. So a little bit oversold on the daily. Let's see if we can't get something going. I got a left shoulder head, right shoulder on the OBV. I got diminishing volume, so I'm looking for a volume breakout. Doesn't look like it's ready yet, but anything could happen if Bitcoin wants to take a little pop above support. We need to get above support again. That line's too steep. Let's do that line there. Previous lows, previous highs. Little whipsaw. Doubled back into resistance, down into support. So it's hugging support lines. I got a left shoulder head, right shoulder, pop back, completing the right shoulder, it's taking its time. Could fail, no problem. Just catch it on another one. But that price pattern is a reverse head and shoulders. Trying to find a bottom. Let's see. It's like Theta popped its head up on the open. Got some internet problems, looks like. What a joke. Says I'm online now. Data on the open. Got some resistance coming here soon. Looks like I got 14. See if I can't pop through this time and stay above. Daily looks like the nice little U-turn. Pop, come back into support real quick, fast U-turn. Looks promising. MFT. Pop into support. REP. It ran yesterday. I'm not sure if I would trust it. Maybe look for a lower high. It's got a lot of work to do to get above the previous highs. Waiting on Bitcoin. Waiting on Bitcoin. Let's go. Steam opened up again, positive. It's nice. Theta at 3%, 4% of the average volume on the open. That's nice. HC, I would look for a nice pop on that. It's got a nice little J-curve U. Pop into support. Now the third week, maybe a continuation. Followed up the flagpole there. Watch Theta hit that resistance, come back into support, see. Oh. Looks like data. Data for the win. It's a nice daily chart. Look how tight the weekly is. 34 coming down. It's got some work to do on the weekly. It's on its highs. Data. Got some resistance here. 1400. TRX wants to run as well. Bitcoin's running. Bitcoin's above the 8 now. Let's see how fast Bitcoin can get to that 13 on the intraday. TRX. Continuation. Nice. ADX looks good on the open. Has room to come back into support on the daily and weekly though. Let's see what happens. It's getting real tight in there. There's going to be a lot of pops coming. I'm going to need about a dozen more haters out there. Thought system was going to run last night. Let's see if it could continue today. Had a little pop yesterday, came back in the support already. Look at the OBV. It's been going up and up and up. Lots of money coming in. Watch for a previous high break on SYS. I thought this was going to break yesterday. Just popped, came back in. Theta still on its highs. TRX still running it up. Key popped its head up. Pretty sure Key on the weekly. Yeah, watch for previous high breaks on the daily, weekly. Bitcoin opened up. Positive. It's above the 8 now. Let's see if we can get that pop. It's got a double bottom showing. %, rolls that 13 in between the 13 and the 34. So anything above that red candle, 50% roll. We got resistance coming in, and then we got support running out. See if we can't ride up that flagpole. Data for the win. Let's see what happens with this bad boy. This D Live is pretty interesting. I need to spend more time over there. I can't have everything open though. It's too much. It's too much. Theta hit resistance. Let's see what happens. It's going to blow through, or is it going to come back in? It's a good showing. 9% of the average volume right at the open. ETH. I haven't looked at that one for a while. Where is ETH? Weekly had a run into resistance, came back in, that's right. So looking for a turn on ETH one of these days. Doesn't look like it's ready yet. There she is, Theta. So how would you trade that? Sell it into resistance. If it was me, I'd put my order in at the open, see if it would come down and get you, snag you. It's not guesswork. It's how I trade, trading all the time. Especially when things are really moving, when they just pop and then come all the way back in as soon as it popped. This is the next step, it comes all the way back in. See if it'll come down and get you. Bitcoin's nice open Bitcoin. TRX. HOT, each point is 5%, so it opened up, yeah, but it's just one of those things. It's small. Had a good run to 25, 26. So let's not pay attention to hot. Let's see what happens with this bad boy. Let's go intraday. Change it to a 5-minute chart. Recovery on Theta. Let's see if it'll run. got to get above that previous candle here for confirmation. Nice pop. Got a double top now on theta. It's got to take it out. Through time, momentum will drop if it doesn't take it out. Come on, Alfie. What's theta gonna do? What's theta gonna do? Had that nice moon last night, and then today we got the biggest wins of the year. I don't know if there's a correlation or not, but I don't believe in coincidences. We got a slightly lower high. Did not close above the previous high. So what am I saying? I'm saying that maybe gonna be coming back in. Nice open. Setting the mood. Daily chart looks a lot better than the weekly. Weekly's just moving sideways really forever. Weekly chart has some work to do, but that daily looks promising to get over the resistance line there. Nice OBB. TRX is doing well. Looks like it wants to run. Continuation on the long-term charts. Little flat top break on the daily. Little W cross. Looks good. Salt poked its head up. Salt's still trying to work it out. TRX moves into the lead today. Breaking previous highs. Nicely done. Let's see if we can't get a daily breakout. Theta's keeping pace. Theta's continuing to have some good volume. Neck and neck, Theta and TRX on the open. Theta makes a new high. That's interesting. Boom, boom time. It's got to close above. Theta for the win. Nicely done. A little bit more, a little bit more. Let's see if we can get a daily breakout. Here she comes, Theta. It's above yesterday's close. 14 was resistance. Let's see if we can pop it. There we go. Pop that. Pop it, pop it, pop it. Let's go. So big buys coming in. Let's go. Data for the win on the open. Looks like VIB popped its head up. VIBE popped its head up. Salt Systems. There, new high. Still trying to break that 14. Back and forth, back and forth. Let's see. Come on. Let's take a look at VIB. A little pop came back in already. Looks like daily. Daily had a pop, came all the way back in. Let's see if we can't get above previous highs again. Just got some volume. Nice pinch on VIB, something certainly to watch for a long-term chart breakout. VIB looks like that popped yesterday, looks like a continuation today. I need to get that backfilled. Still hovering around 14. CMT's got 20% of the average volume already. Good old BV, nice daily pop already. Watch for continuation into previous lows. BCX popped its head up. Look for a long-term chart breakout. Mentioned systems already. Let's get a nice chart break coming. Weekly chart. Had to pop, come back into support. Watch for the previous high breaks. Nice. For a break outside the Phoenix pattern there. OBV's having some trouble, but if a breakout happens, usually OBV kind of corrects itself. Something to be careful. Storm popped its head up. Storm coming across the weekly 8. Nice inverted hammer a couple weeks ago. Nice J curve on the daily. Pop, 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 pop. Let's break that base. Data for the win. Looks like a rounding top coming in, unless it wants to just really blow it out. It's a 5-minute chart, so Nav, nice daily, nice intraday chart here. Pop came all the way back in, got higher lows. Let's see if we can't continue here. Nice Nav for a pinch. Strong resistance coming down. Support moving in. Boom, 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 boom. Nice increasing OBV throughout. Nice little pops on the open. Could be sentiment for the day, next day here, next 24 hours. PPT still needs a long-term chart breakout into that 34. About 5 more minutes. Theta TRX. Top runners, top volume. I got a top volume here, WAN. Closing a lower high though. Daily looks good for a break. If we can just pick up the pace, get through those walls. Watch for previous pattern breaks, previous high, pattern breaks, price patterns. A whole slew of the same kind of patterns on the bottom weeklies. So watch for volume. Looks like Theta wants to come back in. Stay above that 8, otherwise let it come down and get you. I let it come down to the 34 and grab me. Good open, something to watch as it comes back in. Looking for a daily chart break. Nice volume on the open, something to watch. Theta, TRX as well. Looks like a spike high. Make sure we stay above that 8, otherwise let it come down and get you. It's been running on the weekly for a while, so no telling if it's going to want to come all the way back in. So be careful on TRX. Make sure support levels stay. PHX, little Phoenix. Nice little pattern on the daily. So something to watch. I'm not too much of a fan on the OBV, so be careful. But if it gets a gnarly breakout, that OBV can turn over real fast. Storm. Another daily. Watch those daily chart breaks. Good thing on Bitcoin, double bottom, closed up, or closed in a near perfect hammer. Watch for the previous high breaks. So make sure that we got some momentum going in the market. Sentiment looks good. Yesterday's close had a lot of percent volume breaks, 30-day breaks. Steam. Looks like Steam came into a top. No worries. So it was a good 70% run from that bottom. So if it has to come back in, no problems. It's back and forth until we can pop that weekly chart where the trend, long-term trend charts will break and change. Then we can change it to a bull market. So we're not there yet. Long-term charts, just working those intraday charts first. Look at that J curve on the intraday. Boom, boom, boom. Buying at support. Nice OBV on DGD. Still needs a daily chart break. That's something to watch there. That could be a monster. I've seen that run pretty well. Nice OBV. Still working it. No guarantees on anything. Trade at your own risk, blah, blah, blah. But it looks like things have turned over from a few months ago. So, see if we can't change the trend on the long-term charts. Thanks for stopping in. Let me know what's going on out there. theta come down and get you. Appreciate you guys.